Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's live video. This is Whit, and I am so excited to be here showing off this amazing card kit. So, I'm just going to adjust this because it's going to drive me crazy that you can see the black on the side. Can you still see it?
A little more.
A little more to the side?
Yeah.
All right, I gotta move my things because. All right, how's that?
Perfect.
All right, so don't that TikTok sound perfect. All right, so welcome to the Unity Stamp Company live video. This is Whit. I'm not gonna show my face today because I only had time to craft and not get cute. So it's priorities, right? So we have 4 different membership kits available at Unity, and one of them is this really fun card kit, and I think it's really fun because this is the only membership that I curate with Nick, and I usually have the help of Echo Noble, and we all just kind of chat about it and bring you guys some unique things. And most of the time it's going to be like a stamp set and coordinating dies. It'll, always have a coordinating paper pack and maybe a stencil. So this month's is a little bit different. So this month's you get this awesome rainbow stamp set. And it's meant to be used with this layering, like rainbow stencil. And so you can stencil like solid parts with inks or different mediums and then add these designs on the top and in between the layers. And you just get a bunch of different elements with it. So I love this. I did ask the stencil people to send us these as well, like the little cutouts, because I had some ideas for these too that I'm going to share with you, some different ways that you can use these. So just a lot of bang for your buck. You're going to get a huge stamp set. We always like to make the paper packs like so pretty that you don't even want to cut into them. And so this is one of them that is like that. I'm obsessed. I save like every little scrap, as you can see. But I love that these do pair well with the stamp set, but it's going to go beyond the stamp set too and going to mix and match into your existing collection. And so when we do these card kits, we do try to make them pretty general, where you could grab this paper year round, mix and match it. You can grab, different elements and supplies. Just to build your stash and get those like really fun things that you're going to reach for over and over again.
Deborah's excited you're live with this kit because she had no idea how to use it.
Awesome! I'm going to be shifting some of my work to somebody else so I can do more of these live videos, because I do think it's really important and fun to do them, so I want to. So Rainbow Wishes is what you get, and then I love this. I had not seen Stickles like in a little tub before. I've only seen it in like the little Nuvo dropper things. This is so much fun. So you can use this to with your stencil to overlay like a clear glitter look, and I'm obsessed. I love it. So you get all of this for $40. That includes the shipping. This is a US only membership, so we are not going to ship this internationally just because shipping is a little bit crazy right now. When and if shipping ever comes down, we would love to offer this internationally, but for right now it's US only. So I love this, and the retail value is $57.97 on this whole set, and that doesn't even include like the shipping cost. So it's $57.97 plus the shipping cost, which is usually around $5.99. So huge value. Another great thing about these past sets is that once you're a member, you can go back and purchase any of the past paper packs or the stamp sets at a discount. So this has been going on for about 2 years now. I think we started in 2020, and there are so many great kits, you guys. These don't go on sale, and it's just a great time to be able to stock up on those sets. Many of them have coordinating dies too. So, all right. I'm going to show you guys how this works together, because it's going to make a lot more sense once we get into it here. So I'm just going to move my things aside and get started here. So I'm not going to use these little cutouts yet. I'm going to set those aside. And we're going to do this card first. So this will give you kind of an idea of how it works generally. And I wanted to come up with just a different way to use this as well, because obviously you can use it on here like this. I did some testing, so those are a couple of different ways that you can do it too. So I loved the colors in this paper pack, and so I just went through my collection and kind of pulled out some colors that I thought went with this paper pack. And so for me, it is going to be, I believe this is Prickly Pear, Innocent Pink, and then we're going to use a little bit of Blue Lagoon and Passionate Pink. So I'm using just kind of these 4 colors here to create this look. So the longer that you're a member too, the more you're going to get different things that you can mix and match in your collections. Like I know we've done ink cubes before, we've done cardstocks and things like that. So there's always going to be things that you're going to use and be able to work into your collection and really get like your money's worth, which is super important to me. I don't like to like send like pointless things. Like I like to send things that I know you guys will love and use over and over. All right, so for this one, I just have a white A2 card base. I already went ahead and die cut out this cute little card base with our scallop and rectangle stitch die set. This is not in the card kit, but it is a part of our regular lineup if you are on the market for it. And then just a little strip of black paper that we're going to stamp a sentiment on. All right. So we're going to grab this panel here to start with and our stencil. All right, so I am just going to kind of position my stencil like so. I know that I want like one big main rainbow, and so I'm going to have that positioned in the middle exactly where I want it, and then we'll just kind of shift around where we want our other rainbows to be. So I'm just going to grab some masking tape. I use pixie tape. You guys can use whatever you have, but this is a really good masking tape. All right, so I'm just going to put it kind of on the top like this because I don't want to get any ink up there, and then right here because I know that I'll probably go crazy, and so we're just going to do that. So I'm going to start with Prickly Pear, just a really pretty kind of goldeny yellow color, and my little yellow ink blending tool. And we do have these colors in our shop if you want to, you know, grab them to go with this card kit. So this card kit is $40 and it does recur automatically each month. So if you sign up today, which is what, the 12th, you're going to be billed every day on the 12th, and then we'll send your kit out a couple days after the billing goes through. So it's kind of fun that you can get like just happy mail right to your door each month. It's fun that it like challenges to try some different things, and these are exclusive to our card kits. So if people want them outside of our card kit and they're not members, they pay full price. All right, and then I believe also we do is it $5 off of a $45 order or more, and that's automatic when you're a member. All you have to do is be signed into your account, and you're going to get that automatically. So lots of perks. All right, so there is our yellow, and I want to do all my big ones first. So I'm just going to kind of position where I want these. So I want one kind of down right here. Do all the big ones at once. I thought this would be really fun to try with like oxides on colored cardstock too, since they're so like opaque. All right, got one there.
Renee on YouTube says she loves that you include stencils with the card kits.
Oh yeah, I love being able to do stencils too. It's always fun to do like stencils, and I love having the coordinating dies. We've been doing that for a couple of months, and it's just a lot of fun to be able to offer that. All right, so I am happy with that. I kind of have 3 going on. So now we're going to go in and we're going to do the medium size now. Just going to grab the little cloth off to the side so we can get that yellow off. All right, Got the yellow off, so now we're going to go in with the blue. And what's nice about the stencil is that you can see through it, so you can kind of line up exactly where you want that next little arc to be. And we're just taping that down in place. We're done with our yellow now. So what are the differences with the monthly kits is what Kelly's asking. So this kit here is going to be stamps and paper for sure, and then we usually do a coordinating die if it makes sense to have a die for that set. This one I really didn't think it did, so we went with the stamp and stencil kind of deal. And then you're always going to get like a coordinating supply, whereas our other 3 memberships are only stamps. And so we have a huge one that is only stamps, and we have 2 like smaller ones that are only stamps. So if you're somebody that wants to kind of build your stash and add in some fun crafty supplies, this card kit would be for you. If you're someone that just thinks maybe you have enough supplies and you only want stamps, then the other one is for you. So we like to be able to kind of offer a different style of stamps. These are really different compared to the rest of our line because this is something that I curate myself, whereas the other memberships, it is something that Angela curates. And so maybe you identify more so with Angela's style of crafting and stamping, and so that one would appeal to you more. Kind of fun just being able to mix it up with, you know, who chooses art and creates art and different visions and stuff. So, and obviously the price points are different. All right, so there is our blue Obsessed. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna do the blue right over here too. Right. And then one last one goes like right here. All right, perfect. So now I'm gonna grab one of the little stamps out of the coordinating set that I am loving. I love this cute little, it's like a heart arc. And we're gonna do that one next. So I'm just gonna grab a little stamping block because this worked great with just a block. I didn't need the MISTI, but if you want like approximate lining up and you want to test it, the MISTI would be ideal for you. But I kind of like the like abstract, like imperfect look. So I'm just gonna grab my Passionate Pink ink and we are going to stamp this down. Our next little layer. Love it. And we're going to do the same with the others. Add that in. It'll just be on the little edge over here. Perfect. Okay, got that stamped down. So now we're going to take and add in our smallest little arc. Just gonna go right there. I'm just using like my tape generally to kind of hold it in place. And we're gonna go in with Innocent Pink, just a pretty light pink color. And we'll blend that very last little one over here. So fun. And we'll do the same down here. I don't think we'll fit it up there, and that's okay. All right, so now I wanted to, one of my favorite like elements in this stamp set is the one that goes around the whole big one, and it just says love with hearts, and it's so pretty. And I wanted that middle one to kind of be the focal point, so we'll do that. I'm gonna grab my big stamping block this time, put this down, and I'm gonna do a little bit of tone on tone stamping. So I'm doing it, going in with the prickly pear, inking that up real nice. And now we're going to stamp this around the main one here. Like so. I love how that turns out. It's so much fun. All right, so also in this little set is like these little dots and elements. And so the method to our madness, or our thought with these, is that you could add really fun little dots in different ways. And so I'm going to take this with a light gray ink pad. So this is Sea Salt by Tailored Expressions. And I'm just inking that up. And I'm going to be just kind of randomly stamping these dots all around our rainbows that we just built, to add a little bit of texture and pattern. Sorry, my crusty crab dog. All right, so we have that. I love what that adds. And then I'm going to take that stencil, because there are some other little fun elements on this stencil too. We have a little cloud, we have a heart, and I just thought that this heart was so much fun, like ink blended in the background. So we're just going to grab that light pink and add a few like little hearts here and there. I like to go in threes. So that's what I'll do. All right, so there's the finished one for that one. Super duper simple. So I want to show you one other way that you can use this to add some fun embellishments. So clean off your stencil, and let's say I want that yellow to be all glittery. I can do that with the Stickles that come in this card kit. So I'm just going to grab some of my masking tape here, and I'm going to grab those little tub of Stickles that came with this. And so through my testing, I figured out that you could use like a stencil pal and apply it through your stencil. Otherwise, you could easily apply it with a paintbrush too if you didn't want to, go through all that. So it worked both methods for me. I'm just going to do the stencil method. Just because, but I love this stuff. It is so pretty. So I'm just going to put a little bit on my stencil pal, and it is very sticky, so just clean it up right away. All right, so I want to add this over the top of that yellow. Make sure I get a nice even placement. Put any back that I have extra, and we can lift up, and it is just going to be the most beautiful glitter look. I'm so obsessed with that. So this one here I applied with a paintbrush just to see if it would work, and that one obviously the stencils. So once it all dries, it dries so pretty.
I love how it pulls up the color that it's on.
Yeah, so you could totally make custom colors. Like if you had re-inkers, you could add that re-inker, to an acrylic block, put a little bit of this with it, and you could have like custom colors too, for different projects, backgrounds, things like that. So I'm just going to clean off my stencil. I'm going to be a responsible stencil owner. All right. I just have like a wet paper towel off to the side.
Hi, Angie.
To clean it up. All right. Good as new for that. I love it. So the Stickles, that comes with it. Look at how pretty that is, you guys. That is going to be pretty when it dries. I love it. All right, so let's add a sentiment and make this pop. So I thought that a black sentiment looked really fun with it. So let's do it again. I'm going to grab it. So we didn't have room to like include any sentiments with this stamp set because there's so many elements. but I thought, you know what, you guys have tons of word dies or different stamps that you can mix and match, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I just pulled out one of my favorite older sentiment kits. This is Sunflower Wishes, and I love these sentiments in here, so I just pulled a couple of those out to mix and match with this set. So I'm just going to take my black cardstock and use my embossing buddy.
Shauna's wondering what color the Stickles are.
The Stickles that is included is, what color is it? I know I listed it. Moon Dust. Moon Dust is the color. They come in lots of colors, but I thought Moon Dust was perfect for this kit, and so that's what I did. All right, so I'm just looking for, oh, there we go, my small acrylic block. And I'm going to stamp this out with white and emboss with white. Oopsies. All right, just stamping that down. It doesn't really matter if it's like crooked or anything because I'm cutting it out into a banner, so it'll all be good. And I'm pulling just my white embossing powder from my collection. This one isn't in the kit, but again, they're meant to kind of work. All right, so this just says sunny thoughts and warm hugs, and I thought that was really fun for a rainbow. And then I am going to pop this up with a little bit of foam tape. I had some pre-cut. All right. And we'll pop this up right at the bottom of that main rainbow. All right, sunny thoughts and warm hugs. So that is how this one turns out. Just kind of a basic way to use this really fun kit. So I want to share with you a couple more cards to inspire you. So I wanted to share with you how you can use those little cutouts. So these little cutouts that we included with the stencil. There's kind of a fun way that you can use these to get a different look with this, and so we're going to do that. So I'm just going to set this aside.
Might be frozen.
Frozen?
Yeah, I think it's frozen on my end here.
All right, so with that stencil, we're going to grab these little cutouts, and we're going to try something new, kind of a watercolor look. And so for this technique, I'm grabbing just a bit of watercolor paper from my collection, and I did die cut this out with our scallop and rectangle die set. I love it. It's not included in the set. It's separate, but I couldn't not use it. So I am going to move this a little bit because I want to be able to use my grid.
I wonder if the camera died.
Oh, nice. It looks like it's on.
They're still going?
No, the words are.
Hold the phone, everyone. I bet they can still hear you on telephone.
Yes, so we're just switching cameras.
Okay, there we go. We're coming back, people.
All right. How's that? Oh, look at we're almost there.
Now where'd that one? Did it turn off again?
No, it's blinking. Yeah, right. Leo says, gotta love technology.
Sorry, people.
I know it's like it's nice if it works, but when it doesn't. All right, now let's see if we got it. What's happening over there?
I don't know yet.
Don't worry, you guys aren't missing any part of the card. We are just fixing our camera, and then I'll move on to the next card. So. Any luck yet?
No. I don't know what's going on here. Should we end it and try again? It's like some weird glitch.